star, one of the most underrated players in the history of pro football. Went to Washington and Jefferson. Washington and Jefferson College. You know who went there? Roger Goodell. How about that, guys?
Oh,
Dan Towler.
research.
So, Roger, I hope you like that one. 1951, 6.8 yards per carry.
I remember it well.
1952, 5.7 yards per carry. 1953, 5.8 yards per carry. Wow. Averaged over 5 yards a carry for his career. Ended up becoming a pastor. How about that? 1950s Rams.
Fullback Rick Caceres, number 35, was a hard-edged kid out of Patterson, New Jersey, who brought his street smarts with him to the Chicago Bears. From 1955 through 1966, Caceres slashed through the back alleys of NFL defenses for over 5,600 yards and became pro football's toughest guy on the block.
Rick Caceres was one of the most inspirational guys I ever played with. When you lined up in the huddle and you looked at Rick, you knew he was all business. And I really mean that. I saw the guy try to play a game with a broken ankle.
Doak Walker was a household name before he ever played a single NFL game. A former All-American and Heisman Trophy winner out of SMU, Doak entered the NFL in 1950 with the Detroit Lions. In his rookie season, Walker was an All-Pro, Rookie of the Year, league scoring champ, and a Pro Bowl participant. Rookies made the 33-man roster, including Alan Amici, who scored a touchdown the first time he touched the ball.
Alan the Horse Amici runs right over everybody, including his own blocker.
Alan the Horse Amici crashes over for the winning tally. Baltimore Colts win the pro football title.
From 1956 to 1967, Lenny Moore put the big play in the NFL's best offense. As a combination flanker running back, number 24 could break long runs, and he could catch deep balls as well. While dressed in the Colts blue and white, Moore earned 6 trips to the Pro Bowl and helped Baltimore win back-to-back league titles in 1958 and 1959. He was one of the best all-around players in NFL history. Number 16, Frank Gifford, was one of the most versatile players in NFL history. Upon joining the New York Giants in 1952, Gifford excelled on both sides of the ball. But when Vince Lombardi joined the coaching staff in 1954, he insisted that Gifford be a full-time member of the offense. Gifford's ability to run, throw, and catch earned him 7 Pro Bowl appearances and Hall of Fame enshrinement in 1977.
Play of the game, the 49ers show the Lions just how rough an afternoon it's going to be, as Hugh McElhenney bursts through the Lion line and streaks downfield. Not a Lion can lay him low, as the 49ers jump away to a 7-0 lead.
McElhenney's first play in pro football was a 40-yard touchdown run. What else would you expect from a player who is known simply as the King? Number 39 was a marvel in the open field and a brilliant kick returner. McElhenney's style relied on moves rather than muscle and made him one of the most exciting players of his time.
On the 10 by Ollie Matson. The 6'2", 210-pound back takes stock of the situation, makes up his mind to take a long trip, and Matson marches through the entire Philadelphia squad for a total of 90 yards and another touchdown for Chicago.
When Matson joined the Chicago Cardinals, he quickly became part of the pro football elite.
A tremendous football player. I would have to say that probably he and Jim Brown in that era of the 50s were the 2 finest running backs.
The greatest back that I ever saw was Ollie Matson.
Now it's Ollie Matson's turn to tote the leather, and the burly back barrels his way for the remainder of the distance.
a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. The pro game in the pop age had a number of superstars, but only one Superman, and he was Jim Brown.
Jim thought on Sundays, and these are his words, that he was a god, that nobody could hurt him, nobody could touch him, nobody was better. And he proved it every Sunday. He always shocked everybody, I think, how fast he was. And then you tack onto that 225 pounds.
An explosive runner in the 1950s, Joe Perry was a member of the 49ers' famed $1 million backfield. His combination of speed and quickness earned him the nickname Joe the Jet. In 1953 and 54, he rushed for over 1,000 yards, thus becoming the first man in NFL history to rush for over 1,000 yards in consecutive seasons. At the time of his retirement in 1963, Joe was the NFL's second leading all-time rusher and still holds the 49ers' career